Hello, boys and girls. Hey, today I'm here at the Weebs home, and we've got Clark and Jack and Jeremy and Violet. And we are going to do a quick review on the book of Acts, what we've talked about so far about Paul. And so the very first week we talked about Paul on the road to Damascus. Take it away, guys.
This is Saul or Paul and his other people that he works with to persecute Christians. He's on his way to Damascus. But one time, a bright light shone down from heaven, and he fell down. And then God spoke to him, "Why are you persecuting all of these Christians? Who are you?" And then he asked, "Who are you?" Funny he should ask, because he already knew. Then he was blinded, and the other guys had to guide him all the way over down straight street to the house of Judas, where they left him there with no food, blind, for 3 days and 3 nights. And then, a different place, God asked Ananias to go pray for Paul. And then Ananias didn't want to.
And Ananias said, "No, I don't want to. He killed so many Christians."
But then he went and did it anyway. And down straight street, and then Paul had his eyes up, with his eyes open, became one of the best followers of Jesus of all time.
Yes, indeed. That is such a cool story. And then Jack. Jeremy, you're doing that one. Okay, Jack, you're going to tell us the week after what we talked about was here. You want to hang on to that? And you want to tell them what happened to Paul and
Silas. One time they helped a slave girl, and their owners got really angry, so they egged them away to jail.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy, what did they do when they were in jail then?
When they were in jail, they were singing and praying to God.
Wow, I'm not sure I would do that if I was in jail. And then what happened?
There was an earthquake, and the guard was going to kill himself, but they said, "Don't do that, we're still here."
Right, because he was afraid they escaped, and so he was going to kill himself because he was in big trouble then. And then what did they end up doing?
The jail guard let them over for dinner, and Paul and Silas told them about Jesus, and they got baptized.
Awesome. What a good ending to that one. And then just last week, we talked about Paul and all the different people he had on his team. And here we have Jeremy to tell us about a couple people that were on his team.
Their names were Aquila and Priscilla, and they made tents, and they told people about God on the weekends.
Right, and what did Paul do? Was he a tent maker as well?
Yes.
Amazing. He had the skill to be a tent maker, so he helped them, right, like you said, during the week. On the weekends, they told people about Jesus. They were a really big help to his team. And then there was some other people. So we already talked about, who was this, Violet? Who was the guy you were?
You forget.
Ananias.
Ananias.
And then the guy that was in jail with him?
Silas.
Silas. And there was another guy named Barnabas, and Barnabas was known to be an encourager. He'd always say, "Good job." There was a guy named Timothy, much like you, Jeremy, really young guy. Yes, and Paul ended up teaching him lots of stuff. Do you remember in the Bible there's letters to Timothy, 1 Timothy, 2 Timothy? That's Paul writing to Timothy. And so that reminds us of our Bible. We have a memory verse, and our memory verse is found in, remember, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Stop the bus, I want to get on. It's found in John 8, because Violet, how old are you going to be pretty soon?
8.
8. John 8, and who's going to be 12 pretty soon?
Jay.
All right, so it's found John 8:12, and we have Violet here, and she's going to tell us what the memory verse says in John 8:12.
Jesus said, "I world.
Awesome. So, Violet, you want to show us this little object lesson you have here with the pot? So what happens, Violet, if you is that your light shining inside you? It's like having Jesus in you and you're letting it shine a little bit. Can everybody see the light coming out of the pot a little bit?
Yeah,
Just a little. Now, what if you took the lid right off, Violet? Whoa, get your sunglasses on. Now, even better yet, what if you took your light out and let it shine, like the memory verse says?
That's better.
Way better. All right. So again, the memory verse, Jesus says, I am the light of the world. And that is Violet shining her light. All right, so let's give a big hand to the Weed family. Everybody, you guys get in the picture and say goodbye to everybody.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us. Bye.